What was like your favorite thing to get from the beauty supply store growing up?
I love getting my little ponytail pieces.
Back when you could clip it.
Yeah, the little clip-in, synthetic.
Right.
Okay.
And it looked
She
good.
didn't last that long, but she was cute. She pulled her fresh out the bag.
You don't understand like really what you have meant for me. And honestly, also knowing you personally now just makes it even more meaningful.
Oh,
Yes.
Norms.
You could probably get like one, like maybe two, like great nights out of me in the month.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You already granny grams already.
But like if I'm committed,
Talking, your body's calling. Tell me to show you how I can make you.
Here we go. Guys, I am so excited for this moment. It never gets old. It never gets dull when you get to be people that you love. So this is super exciting. I want to say hello to everyone and welcome to Level Up Radio. We are officially back for season 2. This is crazy. This is exciting. And if you don't know, I'm Ciara. And for the next hour, we are leveling up in life and music and everything in between. And for this first episode, you know, there's only one first, right? And I am so excited to be with my little sister. You know, I gotta big her up real quick because she is the multi-platinum recording artist, actress, philanthropist. She is a boss. And she is just a woman of like so many things and a woman that I'm so proud of. And my collaborator and my friend, my little sister. That's where we're going to stick with that. So this is the talented Normani. She is in the building. And we're going to spend the next hour talking about what you've been up to.
Yes.
We're going to talk about music that inspires us and words of wisdom that help us get through our days. But first, I want to get the energy right. What I really want to do with this show for Level Up Radio Season 2 is I want to start the show off every time with like setting an intention. So for me, my intention is I'm going to always bet on myself. And I feel like I've heard you say somewhere before that you have that same mentality.
absolutely.
So you down with that being the kickoff?
Yeah.
I love
do
it. So let's be willing to bet on ourselves every time.
Every single time.
Right? Because I feel like we always win when we do.
Absolutely.
Right? It's good to take risk.
No matter how we look.
Yeah.
You
no matter
know,
how
we could look crazy to people. I know for me specifically with my process in putting out my first album, like you mentioned, you only get one first. And so for me, I was willing to bet on myself and I knew who I was doing it for first and foremost, you know, and I know that I deserved that moment for myself first and foremost and also for my fans. But it's like you just have to be willing to bet on yourself, but also believe like not everybody knows what you do.
Not everybody knows. And it's a lot of work that goes into it behind the scenes. And I'm a big believer that when you are making magic or making something special, you got to give it the time that it needs. But most importantly, what you said that's really important is believing in yourself, right? I'm a big believer, you know, in that, you know, I always say that when you believe, that's when opportunity begins. All it takes is one person to believe, and that person is you.
Right.
And one thing I know about my sis Normani is she believes in herself. Yes. And I believe in you too. You know, I think it's only right we kick this show off with this song, your song, Motivation.
Throwback.
Exactly. It's like a sexy motivation. Motivation is like, okay, it's a double entendre in your song, right? You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're motivating people. Let's just say that.
Right. Take it as you please.
Hearing that song took me back to like when you first put it out. I remember everyone was talking about this video after you put it out. The visual was everything. And I heard you put a lot of work into that video too.
I did put a lot of work into that video. For me, the biggest thing was representation. I feel like coming out of a pop girl group and being the only Black girl, it's like I come from pop, but I also felt like I had so much more to represent within my own community. So I remember even with Dave, he is, I know you know, the best, the absolute unmatched. So he was really just open and down for whatever it is that I wanted to incorporate. And it is something that I'm really proud of now that I really couldn't appreciate at the time. And I know I probably sound crazy, but even just with the record initially, everybody knows it's like public knowledge now, but I think that maybe I was a bit critical at the time.
Do you think it was more so because you were like stepping into your solo moment that was such a precious and special, you know, it was a big deal?
It was a big deal, and I wanted to be represented right, you know? Not to say I can't be all of these things. Like now I appreciate the fact that I am able to tap into pop. I'm able to tap into R&B. I can do all of the things.
Yeah.
We are multifaceted.
Well, the thing about you that's really cool is when you come from the group setting that you came from and then you go into your solo project and, you know, era, you still have your fans that were rocking with you since day one.
Right.
And, you know, I think it's amazing because you get to take them on the journey with you. And I think your mission to be representation, you know, in the way you're talking about, you did that.
Thank
okay.
you.
And
Thank
then
you.
some.
Thank
It
you.
was so good. I mean, backflipping.
Girl, it was a crazy time. I was also on tour at the time, and we had no time to shoot the video. We probably had like 2 days, maybe 1 day.
That's crazy.
Of rehearsal. I remember it was me and Ciara
Yep. Love
that
to
ended
see
up
her.
flying from wherever we were on tour and ended up shooting the music video. I think that was in a total of, it was 1 day. And then we had to go back on tour. It was crazy.
I know all about that. And listen, you made that 1 day feel like you probably rehearsed for a whole week.
Yes, because we were dancing the whole time.
Nobody would
It
have
was-
known that. You got a good brain. You got your mind be working, okay? Because them steps was real layered, okay? There was a lot of layers to that.
It was.
Yeah. So speaking of motivation, what I want to know is what motivates you? You know, what inspires you? What motivates you? You know, to do what you do. And I don't know, when you wake up every day, like what gets you going? What motivates you?
For me, I would say, my family, first and foremost, but also I just look back at the baby version of myself. You know, it's like we have to be reminded, I think that it's easy to be kind to everybody around us, but I don't know why, for me at least, you kind of have to check yourself and not be so critical with everything. And I knew that I always wanted to be an entertainer, whether that was television or whether that was dance, singing, which is crazy because I always used to be terrified to sing, right? But God ended up using the one thing that I was terrified to do, and really just use that as a platform for me to now be able to do everything else that I'm able to do. But I would definitely say like the little version of me and also my family.
That's so
They've sacrificed so much in order for me to be in the position that I'm in.
Yeah, that's so good. I love that. The little Normani, the little Norms is in your mind.
You're the only person that calls me that.
I know. I say Norms. I was talking to Russ. I was like, "Babe, I'm going to be interviewing Norms today." And he was like, "To Norms." I said, "What's up?" It's so good.
Like it's
I know.
off limits from everybody else.
I love that. That's my little name. I didn't know that, but hey, okay. You learn something new every day. So also what's really amazing about you is that you're obviously so busy. You're on the grind. I know you're out there hustling and just a woman of all things or many trades, as they would say. But you also still find time to give back to your community. So I love to talk about, your philanthropy work. So you are the diversity ambassador for the Cyber Smile Foundation, a nonprofit organization committed to tackling all forms of cyberbullying and online abuse. You've also raised money for Black Girls Code on Family Feud.
Yes.
That
you
is
see
so
my grandma on
good. No, I saw a little snippet of you doing it, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's on one of my favorite shows.
It was so much fun. That was like, it was
okay. So did you guys win?
one-on-one experience.
I want to know. You can't.
We didn't win.
Oh,
we didn't.
dang.
But honestly, I felt like we did because me and my grandma, I literally grew up watching that show with her,
Yeah.
and she loves
It's the
Steve
best.
Harvey eats, breathes, sleeps Family Feud.
Oh my
So I
gosh,
was
so
like,
good.
I want to do this for her. I want to go on the show, whether we win, whether we don't.
Yeah.
It was the experience.
That's
for
awesome.
me.
Yeah. But you still were able to help raise money for Black Girls Code, right?
Yes.
So that's amazing. And then also, too, you are the global ambassador for American Cancer Society. Why is all this work so important to you?
For me, it comes down to purpose. I think that it's easy for us to always attach our purpose to what it is that we've been gifted with. And God has used music, which I'm really grateful for, as opportunity and as a platform for me to be able to serve him. For me, ultimately, whatever territory I'm in, it's all for the glory of God and helping build up his kingdom. And I'm really blessed and grateful to be able to serve in those spaces wherever it is that he calls me to. And so, yeah, it's purpose.
Yeah, it's amazing. You make me smile so big because I can relate to what you're saying is, understanding the power of our platform,
Yes.
right? And like we say, we're both spiritual girls.
Yes,
so
we love
we're
God
always
over
like,
here.
we're going to give it up to God
Yes.
and it's all for his glory. But to be able to use our platforms and like give back, I feel like it's like, that's ultimately why, for me personally, why I love doing what I do too.
Yeah.
It's like that's like the ultimate payback for what we do. Like I think getting cute and like glammed up and doing shows, that's all fun. But there's something so exciting when you're raising money or, maybe even giving someone a hug or spending time with them.
Right.
And that moment changes their life.
Forever.
Right?
Even if you're able to recognize it or not in that moment. Like
Yeah.
it could be so small to you, but to your point, change literally the trajectory of their life. Maybe it was something that you said.
Yeah. One is that amazing? Like how powerful words are.
Yes. You
Like
always say
something-
that there's power in the tongue.
There's power, there's
Yeah.
life and death in the tongue, it says in the Bible, but I really believe them. Like when you say things, you have a chance to tell your life story. So when you say things, say good things, say great things about yourself. But, sometimes we never know what someone is going through, or what they're struggling with. And I'm a big believer in like, one, people being able to let things out, but also just, us being able to give them some kind of words of encouragement. It's so powerful. Like what a gift.
And that's honestly, I feel like even you and the anointing on your life and what God is doing, not only on the outside, but through you, your words have been powerful. So I'm like, I feel like a testament to that
Aww,
on this side. Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Firsthand, based on experience.
Don't make me tear up, girl.
Because guess what? If you start crying, I'm gonna start crying.
No, don't do that. We need to keep our makeup cute.
Right.
Okay. Well, speaking of us, we got the amazing opportunity to finally collaborate with each other. That was crazy. I tell people, I'm trying to remember how this came about, but I swear to you, you told me when I saw you, was like, I'm going in the booth. And you was like,
I texted you.
yeah, you did tell me. I was like, she told me I'm about to go.
I
And I was
literally
like,
told you. I said,
yes.
put me on a remix tomorrow. I'll go in tomorrow.
That's gangster.
Because you know those moments that you have where you hear a record and you're like, dang it, I wish that was awesome. That's exactly how I felt. So I was like, I don't care, Lord. However I can get it.
Get in with me.
Right.
Get it in with me.
Exactly.
No, that was amazing. I was so happy because I know I've been trying to like figure out for years, what we
Right.
could work on with together.
Yeah.
And so I was smiling so big when you was like, sis, I love this song.
Yes.
I'm going to go in. I was like, yes, like I was excited. And then obviously to have Tiana join us,
Yes.
I just felt like it was like the ultimate girl power, and I come from the era in music where remixes were so important, and where remixes to me, they give records like a whole nother extension of life that you didn't know existed until you hear them.
Right.
And when you girls join me, like with your buttery vocals, your tone, you know what
But
I say.
you set the tone though.
Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. Oh, you gotta see Cece. Wait. I might have a video after to show you
Is she
on your
dancing to the-
verse.
Oh,
No. First of all, I don't even know how ecstasy found little Cece.
Oh,
But
Lord.
these songs that don't be all the way right for her, be fine her of my songs, and I'm like,
does that-
who in my house
What
plays
does that feel like for you as mom?
It's really sweet because I know she looks up to me.
Yeah.
So in her like curiosity about me, it's her showing, how much she admires me. So it's really sweet. But I would prefer for her to choose some of my other
Different
songs,
song.
like, songs that don't sing like that. Like Ecstasy is not the
You're
choice.
like, no, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ride? No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. And she's committed too. She's like, I like this song. And it's funny because she was in the kitchen going, rodeo, that thing. I said, don't you say on top of nobody.
Right.
Don't you say that.
That's where we draw the line.
I said, and we about to have a party. I had to change the line to
Okay.
summer party.
Right.
But I was like, wait, what? And you remember when you were at my house?
Yes.
She actually was trying to sing your song then. Because maybe she was holding the speaker for us.
She what? Okay, we
Yeah.
did listen to it enough times that day,
We
so I can
did.
understand.
Yeah, and she's looking at Auntie Norm's, and she's like inspired by you too. So
you
either
have
way,
to. You have to. I told you have to put her in acting.
Yeah.
Something.
She has to. This little one is
She
ready
can
to hit
sing.
some stage.
Yes.
She is a little performer, that girl. But so what's so special about this remix for me is, having my girls, having you and Tiana. I mean, like, that's magical. It's to me, it's very rare that girls come together in this way. And I'm always, going to try to push for those kind of moments.
Yes.
And so both of you girls, like, jumped in right away. You told me you going in a booth. TT was like, say less. I'm like, this would be crazy if all three of us come together. And it was so special.
I mean, the fact that it was the three of us, crazy.
And it's hard to make that stuff happen with our schedules and
Yes,
everything.
yes.
But we did it. And I'm so proud.
And it was a full circle. It was like a pinch me moment for me because I grew up looking to both of you guys
Aw,
too.
that's so sweet.
I'm just grateful that moment and it was this specific song all worked out. Like
Yay.
it's alignment, timing.
It was perfect timing.
Yes, it was perfect. Divine timing.
Divine timing, darling. That's how it works out. It's just lovely, isn't it?
We still have to perform it at some point.
We have to.
because we have to. Like we just have to.
Listen, Tiana, TT, we got to all make this happen. All of us, because our schedules are so crazy.
I'm down.
And the fans, they was going off on us a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
It's okay. Rightfully so.
They was like,
Rightfully so.
where the video at?
Right.
I just put my album out and they said, now I know you're going to be doing a video. I said, well, Ramatama. So, about that deluxe. Just listen to the album.
What about that?
Exactly. So we got to make that happen.
Yeah, we will.
And you know what? It's never going to be too late to do that. So we'll pick the perfect time. We're making that happen.
We're making it happen. Power in the tongue.
Power
We're
in
putting
the
it out there. It's gonna happen.
Bam.
We're shooting a video.
Oh, there we go. Video and performance.
And performance.
Big things. Big things, baby. All right, so let's get to this segment that I'm really excited about. This is, I say, classes in session and a nod to the greats. Okay. This segment for me is really, really cool because, I know, like or we both know, the power of those that have come before us and that have inspired us. And I'm really, really big on giving people their flowers, in this industry. And, this is exactly what I want to do in this segment. I wanted to give the flowers to people who have inspired us in life and in music. So what I want to ask you is that you've talked about your favorite era, and it's the late 90s and early 2000s. So who are people that have inspired you and your music style?
Well, I'm gonna have to start with the queen sitting across from me, Ciara herself. I remember being a little girl, literally in my grandmother's living room, watching 106 in Park. It was the only thing that I ever wanted to do when I came home from school, and watching 1-2 Step, learning the choreography. That really, I feel like, started and was the foundation for me to be able to believe that I could really do what it is that I knew that I always wanted to do, even though I had fear when I was younger, like I said. But seeing a brown Black girl that looked just like me and represented me as well made me believe, okay, well, if she could do it, then maybe there's a chance that I can too, at that high level, and doing it with such grace and poise. And you don't understand, like, really what you have meant for me. And honestly, also knowing you personally now just makes it even more meaningful.
Oh,
Yes.
Norms. You always make me tear up. because it's always so sweet to hear you, say things like that. I don't think you understand how much it means to me, because I know when I see you, I look at your greatness. I look at how talented you are, how special you are. And to know that I could give you a little bit of inspiration, I can't put that into words, to be honest with you. And, while we're talking about the greats, I want to give you back your flowers.
Oh,
I do. I want to give them back to you too. I want to give you
still
flowers as
working my
well.
way.
Yeah, no, because, I know it's not easy, to keep growing and evolving. And you push yourself constantly and you take your time, as you should, I think that's what artistry is, and one thing I know about you is you ain't moving until you feel it's right, and I just really admire how you stay focused, you stay on your game. I'm excited for you and all that's to come, because y'all know I begin that inside scoop, so we know Norms. I just know she's got special things coming,
Yes,
big things
big
coming.
things, yeah.
And I'm so excited for what we don't even know, as we talk about faith. I'm excited for like the unseen, like what's going to be, ahead of us, ahead of you. It's
God is
gonna be,
working.
yeah, it's going to be incredible. And I'm excited to keep watching you grow and blossom and just keep walking into your greatness.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And like I said, you've continued to evolve, and that isn't easy. It really isn't easy. And I feel like the fact that you've done it at such a high level, and you can do it all. Like I've seen what a great mommy you are to your babies and wife, and like there's nothing I feel like you can't do.
Aw.
And so it makes me feel like, okay, when that moment comes, for me it is possible.
Oh yeah, you got this. Ain't nothing Norms can't do, baby. And I really appreciate your words. You motivate me more than you know.
Oh,
I'm just telling you. So I thank you for that.
retweet.
We've been having a really sweet love fest, I think, for each other. And, we both did give each other, flowers. But I want to say that, I know you and I both have this person in common that we also love and think is amazing. And we got to give flowers to Janet.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
To Miss JJ.
Queen.
That's big sis. That's I call her big sis. And, she was just so like special. Right. And I feel like for me, coming up, that's why it's trippy when I hear you say things about me, to be honest with you, because I know what it was like when I also came up looking up to artists like her, and the significance that she had, I think, in reference to inspiring me and her brother.
Yes.
I just think the two of them, it didn't get any better, in reference to just everything that they brought to the stage, and what they meant to music and videos. Like,
and the discipline. I think that's also, it's like not just the result and the product, but everything that it took in order to get to that place.
Yeah.
And I feel like, to be quite honest, that's what I respect most about the greats and about the 90s, early 2000s, is like the work ethic and the drive and the hunger in order to get it.
Yeah. It was different.
It's
it's so
lost
funny.
art.
Yeah, it is. It's true. Because when I came up, did you ever do artist development when you were in the group? No. So it's interesting because when I came up, I think I was kind of like in that last round of all that stuff. And, we would do things like you have to run and sing, and like they would tell us, Tina Turner, she didn't have no AC in her room, and she was singing with no in-ear monitors and like all these things. They would take you through media training, all these different things. And I just think about like the process. I love what you said, because I think it's real about the lost art of it, really kind of like respecting the process. Like, nowadays, I don't know if people can fully understand like what the grind was like. Like I was saying, I was like, listen, I'm around here grind like it's the early 2000s, like, running around like this, but it's like I kind of only know that speed. Right. And like before, when you had to promote something, you would, and you guys, you grinded crazy though when you started in the group too. So when you first came out, I feel like you girls were like touring and doing all these different.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We never stopped touring.
Yeah, you were rolling, right?
Yes.
But it'd be like when you put out an album, you got to do a promo run to fly to this country, this country, to London, to, France, to Germany, like a whole circuit. I mean, and you would be like dog tired.
Our very first tour was crazy. We started off in malls. So we literally started from the ground.
I remember mall days.
Yes.
I had some mall moments.
Really?
Yeah.
Like we'd be like in front of Macy's.
Yeah. The Great Mall of America. Did you guys do that?
Yes, we did.
That was the joint.
It was tough. And then we were also like opening up. I felt like it was for Demi Lovato at the time. So we were on like multiple. It was just, it was a lot, but.
Yeah. But that process, I think to your point, is like so special. And I personally appreciate being able to have experiences like that. Because to your point, the grind of what all those artists like Michael and Janet and the Princes and, the Whitney Houstons of the world. Oh my gosh, look at Mariah. She's still like around, like being Mariah.
Yeah.
But I think about like people like her, like to be able to stand the test of time like that. It's like, it's really special and so inspiring. So yeah, shout out to the greats.
Let's bring back artist development.
Let's bring it back.
Mine really started, I think, prior to the group for me.
Yeah, just
because
before
everything
you got
that you
discovered.
mentioned, right?
Yeah.
But when we got together, it was like boom, boom, boom. It
Yeah.
was kind of just like a complete whirlwind.
Yeah. Well,
And
you
we
were
were
prepared
here
though,
and there, right.
Because you did all that grinding up to that point. Preparation. We say in our house, separation is in the preparation. Yeah. So we got to continue to stay prepared. Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. All right. So we're gonna kick into our next segment, and it's really straightforward. I call it How We Roll, and just in case you guys are tuning in. This is Level Up Radio. This is the first episode of Level Up Radio.
Woo!
Yay! Season 2. Hey, that's a level up. But I want my sister Normani, another level up.
Hey.
Let's go. And so this next segment I'm really, really pumped about because as I mentioned, it's called How We Roll. And I have a few topics that I want to talk about. How would we roll in these situations? Okay. So I love games, so I want to talk about, I'll tell you, how would I roll in a situation and you tell me how you would roll. Okay. So first up, your bestie shows up to your birthday wearing the exact same outfit as you. Okay. For me, oh, your face is like, okay. For me, if my bestie shows up in the same outfit, I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, like we really be on the same wavelength. Then I'm gonna say we gotta do a TikTok. But that's just me.
You love a good TikTok.
Yeah, I do.
Honestly,
fun,
same.
right? It's your best friend.
Because what you gonna do at that point?
Yeah.
And it is your best friend.
Yeah. And it's
it also depends on what the event is.
Okay, so what if it's like you pull up at the Grammys at the same?
Baby.
That might be kind of get weird. That might be kind of get.
I mean, did you go to that green room?
Yeah, it's just somebody got to chase something.
Right.
Yeah, because that's kind of weird.
That's weird.
Or you make a moment out of it. It's your bestie. See, the bestie thing to me is where it kind of, you're not feeling that, huh?
Well, it just depends on the circumstance.
Yeah. Because, it's like rock and roll. It's like entertainment.
That's true.
It'll be a good story.
So is it giving like, okay, so you're like, let's just
You see what
lean
I'm
into
saying?
it.
Like, just lean into it. Like, commit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. CC and Norms kind of disagrees on this thing here. But it's okay.
I could understand, though, your,
You know what I'm
your
saying?
point of view.
Just a little bit, right?
Yeah.
A little rock and roll. Okay,
No
so
sense of stressing about it then.
all right, here's another one that I like. You break your heel in a club. What you doing? Oh, well, I'll tell you what I would do.
You're not taking your shoes off. You're not taking your shoes off. I'm telling
The
you.
party's got to go on. But if we in a club, that would be kind of nasty in a
That's
club, though, right?
nasty. Because then guess what? You take them off in the club, then you got to walk out of the club.
And that's looking like, bro, you looking real like bootleg.
Looking.
Heel broke,
But
hole
also
in the
it's
shoe with the
just-
broken heel. We got to go home.
We gotta be clean.
We got to be clean, so we got to go home. Right?
Right.
I got it.
No,
We
I'm
gotta
going. I'm going home.
Okay, we're going
We're
home.
going home.
We're going home. Because it ain't that serious, right?
No, not. I'm the wrong person to ask.
You're
I'm
not a
going
party
home.
person like that.
I'm going home.
I'd be like, I'm going home
tried.
to Club Bed with DJ Clouds on the ones and twos.
Exactly.
And DJ Dreams gonna meet you at the door. And we're going to say night-night.
Good night.
We're going to sing a song called Night-Night.
I'm gonna say I tried.
Okay, yeah, exactly. It's crazy. I'm not really the biggest party person either. But I like when I'm with the people that I love, just having so much fun. I love those vibes, so I if it's that kind of setting, like I would hate to ruin it, but we got to figure out the shoe option. I agree with you.
You could
I
get,
agree with you.
you could probably get like one, like maybe two, like great nights out of me in the month.
That's about it. Ain't
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that. You already granny grams already.
But like if I'm committed, when I'm committed though.
Listen, I'm with you though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't be having time to party like that anyways.
I'm like indoor. I'm all down for
Chill, kick
indoor.
back, watch a good show.
Watch a good show.
I'm that kind of girl
Food,
too.
order in. We can stay up
Food.
as late as y'all want to stay.
No, we
up.
love to eat.
Yes.
I'm all for that.
That mac and cheese. Chef.
So good.
Chef.
Was it Chef? Might have been Chef Jesse. Listen, we don't play about that mac and cheese, honey.
Baby, it was
mac and cheese
good.
was fire. Another good one. Your friend posts a picture where she looks amazing. Oh, okay. Okay, your friend posts a picture where she looks amazing and then you don't.
I feel like that actually just recently happened to me.
Okay, what
And
would
I
you
was
do?
gonna say something, but I was like, it's fine.
You didn't trip?
It's whatever.
Listen, us girls, we look out for each other. So I'd be like,
Not everybody.
how we gonna make this photo pop a little bit,
Right. For everybody to feel good.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's good when all of us girls feel good about the photo.
We have to.
Right? We need to.
And I don't ever post anything, especially if it's with other people,
Yeah.
without sending it first.
Yeah, that's normally the
Yeah.
thing. Us girls, we all do that. We'll be like, okay, what you think? You cool?
Right.
And then we just go through like okay, here's another option. You like this? And then everybody's good.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like you have opportunity to like go about it the right way.
Yeah. That's key. That is important.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, you accidentally reply to someone's story with the wrong emoji.
What emoji?
Well, it depends on the story, right? So, what emoji?
What emoji?
I mean, I just feel like accidentally replying to someone's message with the wrong thing that's like really distinctively wrong, my heart becomes so fast.
Well, sometimes you can
How
unsend
you
it.
like to- how
you can unsend it before they
but
see
you
it.
got to be able to do that. You got to be quick with the delete fingers. Quick with the delete fingers, right?
Have you ever sent somebody the message
Oh, yeah.
that you can't unsend?
Because that
then you
feature
just-
was not a feature back in the days.
Right.
Have you done that before?
I have done that before.
Oh, it's the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah.
You know, I did that, and it was the worst
felt
thing in the
bad.
moment. I called my grandma. I called my
Grandma.
because grandma give me good advice.
What'd she say?
She's like, "Child, it's gonna be okay." She just was really calm about it.
Like, forgive yourself. Give yourself some grace.
Yeah, like don't worry about that now. My grandma's from Atlanta, so it's super southern, and she
Grandmas are
definitely helped
special.
me stay calm. I walked her through what I was thinking, and it was just, it was kind of one of those things. So, whereas, what could you do?
Right. I think
Right?
mine at the time, it was like the first, it wasn't the first real relationship that I was
Yeah,
in,
yeah,
but
yeah.
somebody I was talking to.
Serious, yeah.
Yeah. And I thought I was texting like somebody else, and then I felt bad.
So it's kind of similar for me on what I did. Kind of similar.
I was like,
Not quite the same timing in my life, but you know what? I think it was actually good that I did that because it helped me get my head on a swivel
right.
because I was processing my thoughts.
And your intention wasn't bad.
No, my intention was not bad.
No.
I had to explain it. It was
Not
just
just trying to justify it.
Yeah, it's a big mess.
But your intentions were bad.
Yes, exactly. It's all good. But yeah, so that's that.
You live
it
and you learn.
happens. You live and you learn. And well, I was never gonna do that again.
Remember, there was like, I think it was something on TikTok about Cheesecake Factory. It was like controversial.
Oh yeah.
What is wrong with Cheesecake Factory?
Nothing is wrong with none
Baby,
of that.
I just went to Cheesecake Factory
Oh my
like 2
gosh.
days ago. That brown bread.
They don't
you
never get
can't
with that
find it.
butter.
You can't find
It
it
never
anywhere
gets-
else.
them cheese biscuits
And-
at Red Lobster. Them cheesy biscuits
And they have a
and that
seafood.
crab boy.
I haven't tried it yet. I haven't tried it yet.
I just did my album release party at Red Lobster in New York at a Times Square location.
And you tried the crab boil.
Yes. Do you understand? We had a CC Royal. We made a CC boil, sorry. So let me tell you, when I tell you, baby, this was like the best release party I could have ever done because I love Red Lobster. And when Russ and I were first dating, one of our first places that I said, babe, will you come with me to this restaurant? Because I had my whole like...
You didn't tell him where he was?
I did. No, I told him I was going to go to Red Lobster because I was on the road with my dancers and I wanted to take them out. You know, we're going to have fun. But I said, babe, will you come with me? And like, we just had a good time, you know? It was a good time.
I don't mind.
It never gets old.
It never gets old.
Those staples to me, I'm like, I'm a high-low kind of girl.
Me too.
And there's just some classics that no matter how much fine dining you get to experience, they should never leave.
And it's the nostalgia. It like takes you back.
And they're consistent.
Like anytime we went to Red Lobster, it was like...
So excited.
Yes. Because we love
crab.
crab.
Let me tell you though, I need to tell Red Lobster one thing, guys. I'm actually in touch with the team. I just thought about it. They had this chocolate chip cookie with the ice cream. It was a big, thick chocolate chip cookie and it's no longer on the menu. I need y'all to bring that back.
Is it like...
Bring it back.
Not to compare, but is it kind of like the Pizookie at BJ's? Have you had the Pizookie at BJ's?
What is BJ's?
You never had BJ's?
Where is BJ's? Is that in LA?
They have it in LA. It's like a Southern thing. I think it's started in the South.
Oh, it's a Southern thing?
But
What kind of food they got?
It's a half-baked cookie. I like my cookies soft.
They got soul food?
No. I mean, it's kind of like Cheesecake Factory. So it's a wide variety of food.
We need to
but
go
they're notorious for their Pizookie
Okay, I need to try that.
with ice cream on
So
top.
it's a
half-baked cookie. So it's like crispy on the outside, but like not fully cooked on the inside with ice cream. That's my favorite dessert.
All I know is whoever's listening right now, your mouth gotta be watering like my mouth is watering right now because this sounds amazing. It's so good. Okay, so one last really good one. A genie grants you one wish. I think I got several thoughts that come to my mind for me.
The genie grants me one wish.
That I got one.
Okay.
I would want to be everywhere I need to be at the same time.
That's actually,
Yeah.
that's good.
Because being a mom and a wife and running everything, it is really hard. Like, you know, it's what I call good chaos. You know, I honestly won't, I'm so grateful that my cup is full in this way. But I feel like an octopus, like mostly every day of my life, like I'm stretched.
So many different directions.
Yeah, but I don't have 8 arms or legs, whatever you want to call it. Like I can't be everywhere at the same time. And my kids are always like, you know, mommy, or when I have to leave, Sienna's holding onto my leg. Amor is crying. Future's got some words to say. Wynn's got some words. I mean, sometimes they feel, you know, they tell me how they feel and it's hard. And then I want to be there for Russ. Like,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, I want to also go do my thing, you know, like, you know, being a working mom, I'm like, that's what I'm going to, you know, really look at it as I'm a working mom. It's funny because Russ sent me this thing the other day. He goes, there was this study on like how kids respond to their parents or to their mothers having jobs and like how it actually is a positive thing, like when they're working, you know.
And for them to see
when
that.
you're having like, yeah, when they have, because it's hard for us as moms. And they were talking about that dynamic for those moms that do work and saying that there was a positive impact on the child when they see you grinding, like it's a good thing. And he wrote me, he said, keep working.
Wow.
And I was like,
That's
that was
so
really sweet to say that, like, you know, just randomly, it fed me. So if I could talk to the genie in the bottle, I would just want to be able to be everywhere
One
that I need to
time.
be at the same time.
I mean, and you do. That's the thing. You do.
I try.
You do it with poise,
Oh.
grace.
Thank you, Norm.
Yes.
So what would you do?
I would probably teleport.
Okay.
I think I would teleport.
You would go back in
Just
time.
so I could travel. Well,
Or like to,
I would, no. Well,
would you
actually,
do?
I was initially going to say like teleport in terms of traveling.
okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Just so I could cover more.
Okay.
'Cause I feel like there's so much of the world that we get to see
Yeah.
based on what we do, but also there's so much that I have yet to see.
Yeah.
But also,
Wow.
I'm gonna steal what you just said.
Yeah.
Go back in time.
Yeah.
Maybe I wouldn't go into the future because I feel like
That means,
I don't know, element of surprise.
yeah. I feel like when you think about going into the future,
It would
For
give me
me,
anxiety. I don't know.
That means we're getting older. So,
But I would love to go back in time and like our grandparents, for example. What was my grandma like in her teenage years?
Yeah.
Like, who was she? Like, we know one version of them
Yeah.
from the time that we're born till now.
Yeah.
But like, I'd love to see it.
Like what it was like, be a
unfold. Like,
fly
what
on the
was it?
wall. Or be in the middle of it. It's interesting, man. History has like so many, eras, and I think when I think about like what it could have been like for our grandparents, like
They've
probably a
seen
lot
a
of
lot.
amazing fun times, but also some good trials
Yeah.
and, challenges and, they crawled so, our moms could walk and our moms walked so we could run.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Beautiful.
So good.
Generations.
Exactly. Got to shout out our friends over at Essence Magazine because we team up with them and to bring you some fun questions and a little girl talk. So let's get into it. I have these cards here. First question, who is on your Mount Rushmore of female singers / dancers?
Okay. Female singers / dancers. Janet. You. Tina Turner. Let's see. Who else? B.
That's a good one.
And I'm gonna throw in Tina Marie.
Okay. That's a real classic, unexpected one.
Grew up on Tina Marie. Love
I
Tina
love
Marie.
that. And you ain't know about no 112, but you grew up on Tina Marie.
I mean, was it not around the same?
I mean, you might be like well before 112 on that one. That's crazy. That's a powerful list. You know what I thought about when you were speaking is Maya.
Yes. I love
She was so dope. It's funny because
Still is.
Fun fact, yeah, she is. But I said was because I thought about also her growing up, and she actually was someone that I wrote for when I was really young, and I was just starting to like work as a writer, and like or develop my
How old were you?
penmanship. I was like 15 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, and she had this long, beautiful hair. It was like Case of the X time.
Oh, wow.
Tricky, I was around Tricky and the guys. I really grew up under the Red Zone umbrella for a little time to develop my my penmanship or whatever you want to call it. And she was one of the artists that I worked with and wrote for.
My goodness.
Yeah,
So
I
you
had, like, a
started
little
out
moment.
writing.
So I started out in a group actually. You didn't know that?
Did I know that?
Nope. I started in a group. The group was called Hearsay. That was how I got my big break because I auditioned for the group, and this group went through like 5 members in the same position. I probably was like the 5th rotating member at that point. And that group ended actually after I joined it, shortly after. But auditioned for the group, made the group, and then obviously it didn't work out. And I went off to start my solo career when I was like 15 years old. And then I also signed my first publishing / administration, my admin deal at 15.
Period.
And then I was like in the studio with people like Tricky, who was like one of the biggest producers at the time and still is like a dominant force in music.
Such a high level.
Yep.
So
And then,
young.
Yeah. Shortly after I met Jazzy and, I kept things rolling and the rest was history. But yeah, I got a little moment to develop my writing skills. And all those writers were writing like some of the most biggest songs on radio at that time.
I mean, I'm
So,
sure it was also great, like proximity, especially at that time. I feel
Yeah.
like everything was healthy competition.
Oh, yeah.
But like writers,
Oh, it was crazy.
producers, artistry.
It was hit after hit after hit. I remember being around people. I also wrote a song for Jhené Aiko and her sisters in a girl group. They were in a girl
Is
group
it
back
Mila
then.
J?
Yep.
Yeah.
They were in a girl group back then. I remember being in sessions for like when Tab and Tracy and them were writing songs for B2K.
Wow.
And doing the demos for them.
I'd love to just be like a fly on the wall.
Oh, it was crazy.
In those sessions.
I mean, it was just so many like amazing artists coming through the door and some of the biggest songs in the world.
I feel like collaboration was also different then.
Yeah. See, it was like really common, right? That's why
Yeah.
for me, it's like nostalgic when we got together to do Ecstasy, me you and Tiana, because it's kind of what I grew up like loving, and like knowing. And it doesn't happen as often like that in R&B music so much,
We need more of that.
We do. Leveling up and level up is a really big part of me, I will say. I'm really big on trying to search for ways to keep leveling up, to keep getting better. And so for this next segment, I'd like to talk about leveling up your energy. And I'd love to know from you, how do you level up your energy?
I feel like leveling up my energy is pouring into myself, whatever that might mean. Like, I feel like based on our hectic schedules, it can be easy to kind of get lost in the sauce and like continue to try to achieve everything. But for me, it's really taking a step back and resetting, and sometimes honestly unplugging. I think that I work best and I really thrive when I'm rested. But it's being okay with resting.
Yeah.
Because it can be hard. Because like I said, we're trying to manage everything all at one time.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you feel like, I've gotten past feeling guilty for that too, because it's like, no, you have to replenish to be able to execute and deliver to the highest of your ability. So I think for me, just resting, unplugging, spending time with my family, any opportunity I get in Houston. My faith walk is really important. I love God. So going to church.
So good.
Spending my Sundays resting. I think that really does it for me.
Yeah.
And
that's
a
good.
sense of normalcy.
Yeah, I love that. I totally agree with that. I think that's important to rest. It's hard for me to get that mastered, to be honest with you. But I've been really working on it. And
do you feel guilty?
I feel better. I feel when I rest, I feel better. It's just like, like I say, I'm grinding like it's early 2000s. So, I'm just like trying to make sure I don't miss the key things that need to be like, that I have to see and do. And then for me in my life, I go from the stage to the classroom for my kids.
Right. And you do.
And then I go from there to the football field for us. So
right.
It's very hard for me sometimes to get proper rest. But I'm really trying to push myself to make sure I'm like more efficient. And Russ and I, we have to tag team sometimes. Like, we have to team up together. We're like, okay, we're going to go to bed at this time, so that I can try to get like at least 6 hours. But it's game changing to me. When you get rest, you feel so much better. You feel energized. You feel ready for the world. You don't get sick like that.
Right. When
like
for
that.
you do you recognize, okay, it's time, like I need to unplug? What does that feel like?
Sometimes it's really my body telling me. Or when I feel like my brain just cannot think as clear or like as creative as I want to be, sometimes like, okay, put the phone down. Let the mind rest for a second here. Like, you need to give yourself a break so you can come back to it. And every time I reset in those moments,
it makes a difference.
It always works. Like, I come back, I'm re-energized. I have a fresh perspective. I'm able to be efficient, time-wise. Like, I'm just on it. So I do believe, I agree with you, resting is important. And I've been really trying to make a conscious effort to do it. And I love what you said about pouring into yourself. I think that that's really important, that we pour into ourselves. And especially when you have, so much happening, there's something about taking a moment for yourself that really helps you reset and like be ready for the world, because the world is always moving, always changing, always, growing. And sometimes to me, the growth is in being still, like, and just loving on myself for a second. So I love what you said, and I can totally relate to that. That's a good.
I'm trying to get outdoors more too.
Yeah.
I feel like that makes a big difference. Like, anytime I can go to the beach, just kind of reset, reflect, pray.
Yeah.
I feel like that really does. It's been doing good.
Yeah,
for
walking
me,
outside
I want
is
to do
good.
it more. Yeah.
I love that. I think it's so peaceful walking around. We're in New York City, taking in the city.
I love New York.
Also the energy of people. It's really fun. Just feeling because in New York, there's so many personalities. So you get to it's so much happening. I swear to you, it's nonstop. But in a good way, in most cases. So I love being able just to walk outside, allow the mind to run a little bit, dream a little bit.
Yeah.
Like you say, be normal.
I feel like you can be so creative in New York too.
Oh my gosh. There is no shortage for anything you can need to serve you creatively. Like, even down to the beauty supplies. Like, for me, coming from Atlanta, Georgia, understanding the significance of beauty supplies, where I came from, and to be able to have a plethora, like, there's one on almost every block in New York. Like, this girl is turned up. Like, I literally walked by beauty supply and I was like, I want to go into that store one day
get excited
and just spend time. because culturally it's a thing. It was a thing for me growing
Yeah.
up. So it's the little things I think I get like great excitement for and like joy out of.
What was like your favorite thing to get from the beauty supply store growing up?
Well, I called them babas, like the bows with the balls where you
Oh,
put like,
yeah.
I loved getting those. We used to do the big giant ones with 2 braids and we take one and wrap it around the big balls.
Like the big,
Yep.
yes.
Yep. I do gold or silver. And they had like white, red, all the different colors. And I would just do like, you take like 2 of them and you wrap them around your braid ponytail or your braid. And then you wrap the braid around it. Same thing on the other side, wrap the braid around it. Little baby hair if you're feeling it. That was my jam.
I loved
Growing up.
the assortment of like lip glosses because
Yeah.
NYX was big in
Yeah.
beauty supply.
Yeah,
growing
lip
up.
glosses.
Yeah.
That was a jam. It's just everything you needed was up in the beauty supply store. I love getting my little ponytail pieces.
Back when you could clip it.
Yeah, the little clip in, synthetic.
Right.
Okay.
And it looked
She didn't
good.
last that long, but she was cute.
she
She pulled her
ain't
fresh out the bag.
Pull out the bag like this.
Exactly. I'd be out there, NCH. Okay, because cheerleading days. It worked.
Okay, cheerleader.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Didn't you cheer?
I did.
Yeah, so we know.
And
yeah.
I did gymnastics. I was a competitive dancer
Yeah.
and gymnast.
So good. Yeah. That's why you can flip and stuff.
I recently went back into the gym.
Wow.
And I still have my aerial. And I'm proud.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you, the first time I did a backflip, that was the last time I did it. Because I was like, it was weird to me. I was like, how did I just flip over like that?
You said the first time was the last.
Yeah, first was the last.
That's okay.
Because it freaked me out. And I'm like, I wish I wouldn't have done that. Like, I wish I would have just like stayed with it and just went for it. But I flipped. The guy was spotting me. He did not help me. He was just there.
Well, that's just, he set you up. You had a bad experience.
Really?
That's all that is, yeah.
Because he spotted me?
Oh, you're saying he did spot you?
No, he did.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying he spotted me and then I flipped over properly, but it was weird. Like, like when the motion is just weird. Like, how did I get over like that? I don't know.
You're like, how did I arrive here?
Yeah, I was in my head.
We should
and
go
I
to
wish
adult gymnastics. They have adult gymnastics.
Yeah, I will watch you do this session. Because I ain't trying to learn how to back it
I
down.
don't need to prove nothing.
Nope. Ain't doing it. Okay, so what is a good song that you play when you're trying to bring the good energy into the universe? Song you go to?
To be honest, I pretty much mainly listen to worship music.
Love that. I knew you was going to
Yeah.
say that, actually.
I would say Constant.
Who's one of your favorites, or who's some of your favorites?
Maverick City. I love
Maverick
Elevation
City.
Worship. I love CC Winan.
Oh, yeah. Sienna loves her, too.
She's beautiful.
She's
She just has
beautiful.
it's her spirit.
Her voice is so amazing.
There's so many.
Yeah,
But
Tasha
mainly
Cobbs is really cool,
Maverick is who I listen to.
Yeah,
And
that's
Elevation.
awesome.
Yeah,
I love
Hillsong.
them. Hillsong, all of those artists and groups are amazing.
One House.
I love artists too, like Hovey, Forrest Frank. I did a song with Hovey.
Oh, wow.
It's called Altar. It was his remix.
I feel like
to
I
his
heard that song.
Yeah, he's so talented. I love like this new wave of like Christian rap music.
I'm still getting into like the Christian
Yeah,
rap. Yeah.
it's really good. Like it's like I don't know, like the kids also get to like have fun while listening to it, and they get to kind of like learn the word like easily or like be into the spirit like in a fun way where it's
Right.
like it's not
palatable for them.
Yeah, like which I love. I just love that people are like being expressive, and
You have to send me some songs. So
yeah,
can
I
add to my
will. You got to
playlist.
share some. I'll share some.
I got you.
All right, so this segment I am really excited about, and I want to share something that's really close to my heart. It's the Why Not You mentality, and as you know, Russ and I have our foundation, the Why Not You Foundation, and we were very, very fortunate to write a children's book called Why Not You. But for me, I really believe in empowering young minds. Our mission, we say, is to empower the youth to lead with the Why Not You attitude. So I want to know, but what advice would you give little Normani, and that little Normani who had big dreams?
I would say to trust in your ability and to already know that you are fully equipped and that God wouldn't put you in a room that you aren't qualified to own. And don't be afraid of the space that he's calling you to take up.
That's so powerful. I love that. That's amazing.
Because I know for me when I was younger, like I had a fear of being like too seen. But just believing and trusting, like I said, in my abilities more.
That's so good. That's so powerful. So amazing. I think when we can look back and, you know, I don't know, have like that understanding, because there's something about the revelation that you now have in your life, knowing where you were. And it's something about like, that's the beauty of life. Like, even though we, you know, we're young and trying to find our way, I don't know. It's just, it's like the journey of our lives, it goes exactly how it's supposed to. Right? You know, you kind of have to go through those phases so you can appreciate, I think, when you do figure it out, or like you say, tapping back to yourself. It's like, I don't know, there's just something that kind of correlates to like where we grow to, where we were, the different phases. Like
even just like 6 months ago or a year ago.
Yeah. And I think too, when you talk about that, you know, you get to inspire others to know, like, we all have our moments where we're trying to like tap into our inner confidence, no matter how successful we are, no matter who we are. You know, it's human to have those moments, and it's important that we do let ourselves know, as you said, that we're equipped with everything that we need. Everything that we need to do and be who we're called to be, or what we're supposed to do. We have it. You got the stuff. So I love, that's a really good perspective.
And I feel like it wasn't until recently, maybe like this year, or even after just putting out my first album, that I finally feel the weight lifted and like the freedom to be able to enjoy what we do more.
I love that.
You know, like, I can be honest, the first album, the process, I don't feel like I enjoyed it as much as I could have. Because you want to get it right.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like you look up, it comes out, but I'm still alive. I'm still here. Oh, okay. Well, if I could do it once,
you can do it again.
I can do it again and again and again and again. That's the worst that could have happened. So just trusting in the seasons, and also what I learned from that, like I'm able to enjoy just the process more.
That's so good.
The freedom of just being creative. There's no right or wrong.
Yeah. That's the power of music. You know, it can take you on a journey. And I think, you know, to your point, we let ourselves just roll with it. Really great things happen. And I'm so happy for you that, you know, you are finding or found that like you were able to go through that process, and like you sound like you're like, you know, get into your groove and like, you know, it's
freeing.
Yeah, it's going to get more and more fun.
Yes.
It's going to like level up. It's going to just keep on.
Hey, I see what you did there.
So good. All right, you guys, Norms. This is like the sad part of the day.
I don't want it to end.
I know, it's so sad. Like, oh my gosh, look at cry.
I'm gonna cry.
This has been such a fun time with you, and truly a special moment for me, because it's, like I said, the first episode of season 2 of Level Up Radio, and I'm so happy that you had time to come and see me and join me on this episode of Level Up Radio.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yay! Thank you so much for being here.
I love you.
You're the best. I love
what
you.
What better host?
Hey.
I'm proud of you.
Thank
really
you.
am.
Thank
Can't
you
wait
so
for this
much.
album.
I'm proud of you too. I love you.